Hi my friends, I'm Vizentinis, and in this video lesson we will see how to run an app. If you followed the previous lesson to create an Android project, it includes a default set of Hello World source files that allow you to immediately run the app. How you run the app depends on two things: whether you have a real Android powered device and whether you are using Eclipse. This lesson show you how to install and run your app on the Android emulator with Eclipse. Before you run your app, you should be aware of a few directories and files in the Android project. The first file that we want to say some things is the Android manifest XML. Double click it. The manifest file describes the fundamental characteristic of the app and define each of its components. You will see more about the declaration of this file later on these classes. One of the most important elements your manifest should include is the user's SDK element, as you see it here. The first element is the Android main SDK version, and the second one is the target SDK version. This declares your app's compatibility with the different Android versions, as you see it here. You should always set the Android target SDK version as high as possible and test your app on the corresponding platform versions. You see it here. So another directory is the source directory, as you see it here, which contains our application package name, Vizentinis first app, and the main file, the main source file. By default it includes an activity class that runs when your app is launched using the app icon. Double click to see the first activity, the main activity it says. When we run the app for the first time, this main activity starts, and from the main activity try to find an XML file, the activity main XML file, which in res folder, in resource folder, contains subdirectories for app resource. The drawable HDPI is a directory for drawable objects such as bitmaps that are designed for high density screens. And as you see, the other folders here is for the other densities: low density, medium density, etc. So in the folder, in the layout folder, the layout directory contains the activity main XMLs. As I told you before, from the activity, the main activity, Java main activity, try to find an XML file. This one is the XML file which is in the layout folder. Double click to see what it contains. Generally, the layout is the directory for files that define your app's user interface. You see it here, my first app, and contains a hello world message. When you build and run the default Android app, as I said before, the default activity class starts and loads a layout file that says hello world. The result is nothing exciting, as you see it here, but it's important that you understand how to run your app before start developing. And before start developing, you have to create an AVD, an Android virtual device, so you can run your app. Click in the icon here, and the Android virtual device manager is open. From here, as you see here, I have already made 3 Android virtual devices, and if you want to make one, you can go to device definition, select from the list of known device definitions. Let's say that we want to make an AVD from this device. Click, and then we can go to create an AVD. Click create AVD, and here you see the details of this Android virtual device. You see it here. So you can click OK to make the device. I can't click here because the AVD name is already used. I have already make one AVD with this device. If you want to override, you can click here, click then OK, and the AVD will be ready. So here is my AVD, the new one. Sorry, click to Android virtual device. Here's my AVD. If you want to test the device, you can select the start button here to see if the Android virtual device working. But you can close the Android virtual device manager from here and go back to your project. Right click to your project and go to run the app. Before you run the app as Android application, you can come to run configuration. You can go to run configurations, and then you can go to click on target tab and click to always prompt to pick a device. So if you have more than one AVDs, you can select which device you can use to run your app. So you can click always prompt to pick device, then you can click apply as you see here, and then you can close or run the application. Let's close it. I have already done it, and then go back to the name of your app and click run as Android application. When you click run as Android application, you can see the Android device chooser. As you see here, I have already run this emulator. That's why I can choose it to run the application. But if you don't, you can check the launch a new Android virtual device, click the device that you want, start the device, and then click OK. Select it from here. When it starts to run, select it from here, and then click OK to run your application. Click OK, and the application start to install, and we will see the application now runs on AVD. When you show the emulator, you have to unlock it to continue and install the application. So the result of our application is this, the hello world. So I hope that you understand how we can run the application for first time. I hope you join the lesson, and I hope I see you again in the next one. Thank you.